Hi and welcome to our COP28 interview series in Dubai. In our interconnected world of convenience and fast deliveries, packaging and labelling should be front and centre of any environmental conversation. Joining me now is All4Labels VP in Global Research and Development, Gabriella Neves-Ferry. All4Labels is a global leader in the labelling industry with a particular focus on the home care, food and beverage and healthcare markets. So is it your first time at COP? How does it feel being here?
Wow, super excited to be here. It's really first time, and I think it's really interesting for us from the packaging industry. See how we can really collaborate for climate change mitigation and all these topics that they have been discussed and we have been discussing here. And I really see lots of opportunities to further collaborate, like marine protection, oceans. Also something interesting in this COP now, they have been discussing a lot about climate health.
Yes.
So this is really interesting new topic, and I do believe that even being from the packaging sector, we can really contribute to several topics in this agenda.
That sounds really great. Should we go and talk about it a bit more in the studio?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. So Gabriella, welcome. Thank you for joining us. When we think about improving environmental standards and sustainability in companies, people often think about transport or agriculture or the energy sector. Instinctively, labelling isn't the first thing we go to, is it? But when you think about the amount of labelling on products we use on everyday household items, you start to understand the real scale of what your company does. So my first question would be, could you just tell us a little bit more about All4Labels?
All4Labels is one of the major players in the label industry worldwide, with a particular emphasis in sustainable and digital solutions. Over the last 5-7 years, the sustainability has become more and more important, and the label also has changed to support the circular economy and the packaging recyclability. We work with really cutting-edge technologies with a special focus on finding new ways to use digital technologies. We have, for example, more than 70 digital printing presses around the world, and we have in Germany one dedicated production site focused on digital. This site is also in the forehead of all digital innovations. So it's a good combination of what we can do internally in our processes, and also, on the other hand, the product and the functionality and how we can support the end of life of the packaging in terms of recyclability.
Yes. I want to focus on that bit for a second, if I may, the products. You have 13,000 customers globally, so how do you ensure consistency across your companies, and how are you bringing them along in this sustainability journey?
So at All4Labels, we are, I would say, all about changing the game by prioritizing sustainability in everything we do. But the most important is that we are not really doing this only for ourselves, because we really want to promote this change across the industry. For example, currently we have 30% of our work, of our business, focused on global customers. But we have had these two-way conversations regardless customer size. So from large to small. So we have always now including sustainability in our topics, in our conversations with all the customers. We share with them this, I would say, common sense of responsibility in providing solutions, in applying those solutions in their packaging, So we share this common sense of responsibility towards the future of our planet, and also a kind of sense of urgency that we have together to develop more sustainable labels, and to deliver and to provide the solutions for end users, and end users like us as consumers.
Can you touch a bit more on the digital labelling solutions, the strategy you have around that?
Yeah, definitely. So we do believe that digital, not only in printing processes, yeah, but also digitalization, including automation of several processes internally, can really be more efficient. So what we see is that we generate less waste, we use less energy. So in the end of the day, we also have developed methodologies based on life cycle assessment to measure the environmental impact of the labels, so of printed labels, up to the point that we deliver this label to our customers. So it's a tool. So it's a tool, and with this tool we can evaluate.
How are you evaluating in terms of the amount of carbon it produces, how much material the label uses?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's a really comprehensive approach, inputs and outputs of all the processes, different materials, different printing technologies, that it's our business. And we can really evaluate the label through these sustainability lenses. So, for example, you can compare two different printed labels in terms of water consumption, or in terms of carbon emissions. And this also guides us in our new developments, because you can make choices based on what maybe it's the driver that is more important for you, or for your customer, for your company.
Your company operates on a principle of 3 Ps. Can you talk a little bit about that, and also how does that correspond to some of the ethos of COP28?
We have then set this 3P business model that was built on the pillars of product, people, and planet. Let me give you just one example about the product. So we have talked about innovation. Now we have spoken a lot about innovation, that it's an ongoing discussion at All4Labels. And we have continuously talked to our customers. We have also strategic partners for the developments, like universities. And on the product pillar, not only, for example, digitalization, but also the adhesives that are recyclable. We have also new printing technologies. For example, let me give you one example. Under the Star portfolio, we have one solution that we call Star Shine, where a particular component of the ink that we call pigment, in this case is silver pigment, replace a full metallic foil in the label production. Okay? So in a complete new printing technology. And this new technology reduces substantially the waste, because it's combined with digital. Okay. Yeah? Less energy, and in the end of the day, less emissions as well. So we have then Planet, that it's all about the footprint that we are leaving to this planet, yeah? We as a company. So then everything that we do in our processes internally to be more efficient, that will help on reducing emissions. Yeah? For the last 2 years, since 2 years, we have invested in renewable energy. So we transitioned 100% of our production sites, they are using renewable energy sources. By doing this, we have neutralized 99% of the emissions that come from electricity, from energy. We have invested in LED curing. What does it mean? So we print the label, and we have, in simple words, we have to dry the ink. So every time that you print, you have to dry. So the curing means that you have to dry the ink that you are printing on the label. And we have invested in LED curing. So we shifted 70 machines from our entire portfolio from the standard UV curing systems to LED. So we use much less energy. And this initiative in 70 machines saves up 2,000 tons of CO2. So this was really a milestone, and we are expecting in some years also to keep doing this kind of investment. And last but not least, for sure, people. Yeah? We really care about our people well-being, mental health, diversity, inclusion. So we have a massive focus on safety in our operations. And in diversity, I would say that we are a really diverse team. We have 59 different nationalities. We have more than 18 languages spoken. And we have a woman as a CEO. So this has been a continuous discussion, in our agenda, in our sustainability agenda, to more and more enhance the social pillar.
Absolutely. I think, all ESG targets, at the heart of it is people and people focused, which is always really important to remember. So here at COP28, as the summit is undergoing its way, what is the main hope that you would like to see come out of it for your company?
Well, I think that more and more what I have seen is that for focus on our industry, the technical solutions are in a way available. I think that now it's the moment really to transition from the technical design, but also to have scalability. I think this is crucial now, mainly for the packaging industry. So what also we expect to see here is how we can support as a packaging converter, a label converter, how we can further support this scalability in terms of recycling processes. And also what I have seen a lot here that is really, really interesting, so all these investments in renewable energy, that as I mentioned before, it's really one important topic of our agenda. And well, we talked a little bit before about also ocean. I think ocean, it's a big topic when it comes to packaging, because more and more the packaging are going to the ocean. So how we can support marine protection, I think that we play also important. We have responsibility on it as well, and we can support many investments and associations that are working on marine protection.
Yeah, so much to explore and so much to look forward to as well. Gabriella, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.